Hello, my name is Christopher Lovejoy. I'm a junior doctor and a clinical data scientist working in London. And today I'm going to be sharing three things. So first is I have a teaching day. So sometimes rather than doing doctory stuff, we have teaching, and that's on a variety of topics. Then I have a meeting with the Chief Clinical Informatics Officer, Clinical Informations Officer. And finally, I am running a session teaching machine learning and its applications in healthcare to a group of medical students. Let's go.
So when it's the teaching, one key takeaway advice was the importance of documenting everything that you do as a doctor, so that you have a record of the thought process you had while you're making decisions, so that if there are undesirable outcomes, people can assess retrospectively if you did do what you should have done and if you were thinking about things appropriately. Because bad things can happen, but the question is, was it a bad thing because you made a mistake, or was it the case that you made all the right decisions and then something bad happened anyway? This is something that was recommended to me as someone who's interested in data science, that the Chief Clinical Information Officer, the CCIO of the hospital, is a great first port of call to go and just ask about what's going on in the hospital from a clinical informatics point of view, what would be interesting to get involved with, and just to understand the projects and how you might be able to help. So in the end, the Chief Clinical Officer cancelled on our meeting, so I didn't actually get to meet him in the end, but we've rescheduled it for another day. So I'm now just doing some final preparation on my course that I'm going to be delivering, which is on machine learning for medics. So these are some of the slides. I don't know how well you can see that. Got some of the slides here, and then I've got a few more things to do. So I'm just going to finish that, and then I'm going to go into town and go deliver that session this evening.
The other interesting thing about neural networks is that they can learn their own features. So in typical tasks like a linear regression, logistic regression task of like we talked about last week, you have to decide exactly what features you're using. And by features, I mean the variables. So if we used, what's an example that we did last week? So we looked at height, predicting weight. Yeah, that's the one. So number of medications and age as a predictor of length of stay. So we did something called feature engineering, which is we decided what are the features we're going to look at. We're going to look at age, we're going to look at number of medications. The difference with a neural network is it can do feature learning, which is where it learns what features to look at.
So I just finished a teaching session, ended up doing about close to 2 hours worth of teaching, but I really enjoyed it. We covered neural networks. Got a bit technical at times, but I think we got about the right sort of depth of technicality, because one of the things with learning machine learning for a particular purpose, so here we're learning machine learning to apply to healthcare, is that you usually need to get enough level of understanding to be able to comprehend the problem, but you don't need a super deep level of technical understanding because you're not going to be devising new algorithms or new techniques. So yeah, that's the end of the vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that was interesting and somewhat useful. I'll see you next time.